Here's what I told the cast. This can't be the only story about this show. That there's much more. Yes, it's the story today, and it's the story this weekend for a while, but there were so many other things that were so positive about the experience. I speak personally, I speak for them, I'm hopefully speaking for you as well. I told them, you have attempted something that there are high schools that won't do. I know community theaters won't touch this show. And they really bit it off and chewed as much of it as they possibly could. It was really good. I show up with sketches on a legal pad, and then 3 months later, it exists and the people inhabit it, and it's just an incredible endeavor that I cannot be prouder to be part of in any way. This is usually my Saturday night speech, so I haven't rehearsed this for like a month. So there are so many people that work on this show. If you particularly worked on the show, just raise your hand for me. Anybody? Thank you all so much. In particular, there's a page in your program that's got a lovely border on it, and that's a lot of other names that worked here. One of the incredible phenomena that happens here is that we have parents who've helped out on set and backstage and costumes and everything, whose kids have come through the program, and their kids are long gone from the program as well, but they hung around here because they enjoyed it. We want to talk about artists and people that collaborate. This is the definition of that. I have people here whose kids who have graduated from college already who came through our shows. And it's an extremely special moment. I want to mention a couple of people. Like I said, I show up with a legal pad with sketches in pencil. And this year I actually built it out of cardboard. I was really, really excited to show them all the cardboard. And people like Jan and Diane and the other Diane dress it and paint it to make it look beautiful. Joe and Al and Charles and Pat and all these another army of people come and actually build it. We're like, how do we get Mary to fly without flying her? And I had this crazy idea, and it completely works. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen it, just wait until the very end of the show. So, but it's something else to look forward to through all of this. When actors and actresses put on costumes, that's one of the final pieces where they get to, oh, I'm not a middle schooler in 2020. I inhabit the world of 1910 England, and it informs their character, and they can't stand like this or like this in that kind of outfit. I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm approaching my 40th show. Suzanne, our costumer, has done this for about 15, 16 years as well with me. This is her last year doing it. And no matter who comes and fills in that position, we will have felt the loss. The attention to detail and texture and beauty and palette and creativity in Suzanne is just unsurpassed. And I cannot thank her enough. So you do it for me, please. 'Started, we knew that there were dance numbers. You've seen that old movie, and you look at Step in Time and Supercalifragilistic and all of that, and you go, these kids are never going to get it done. Anne-Marie gets it done. Anne-Marie Galler, our choreographer, works tirelessly with attention to detail, with love and compassion and discipline and strictness, and it's just an incredible thing to watch. And you'll see it in just a moment. So please thank Anne-Marie. 14 or 15? 13 or 14 years?
13.
13 years, the lucky number. 13 years. This is Kirk Ehrenreich. Please give him a hand. You want to talk about collaboration and people working together without ego, without, I want this for, it's perfect between us. We've come to trust each other and to know each other's language. What he produces with your children, what he produces as an effect for the entire show is also unsurpassed. He has called this school and this program the cathedral of middle school musicals. And not without you, brother. Not without you. The people that have been in contact with you, who organize all the things so that we can do what we do, who come and organize all the parents to come and help and build the set, the people that are the engine behind all of this are Annette Negrelli and Marcia Daly Savo. They are in the house. There they are right up there. You should know that through all this adversity, they have been true believers. They have been the engine to get it going. They've kept it calm and peaceful and helped everyone get this done. Otherwise, people would have panicked and freaked out. And because of their organization, their dedication, their creativity, and their fill in the blank, none of this happens without them. I thank them from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. The movie came out in I'm only going to talk that much more, I promise. The movie came out in 1965, and I saw it when I was 5 years old. Every time Feed the Birds has ever been in front of my face, I burst into tears every single time, including during rehearsals. So Maddie will be singing the song, and I'll be singing, and I'm absolutely just wrecked. And I'm like, all right, you want to move a little bit to the left on this one? I'm totally crying while it's happening. And the cast was like freaked out the first time. I was like, listen, I'm just going to cry during it. That's what's going to happen. And just do it. So when that song comes out, just don't look at the booth and leave me my privacy. Enjoy your evening.
Fairly pretty. There's no objection on that score, I hope.
Oh, none at all.
I'm glad to hear it.
But take it up with Mrs. Banks. She manages all that side of things. Besides, nothing domestic has anything to do with me. And don't forget the references.
I make it a rule never to give references.
Oh, but I thought it was usual.
A very old-fashioned idea to my mind. The best people never acquire them now.
Oh, I see. Well, you'll have every third Thursday evening off from 5 until 9.
The best people give every second Wednesday from 6 till 8, ma'am, and that is what I shall take.
Oh, well, it's settled then.
As long as I'm satisfied, I'll see the children now, thank you.
You'll find they're very nice children. Now, this is,
Mary Poppins. Jane, don't stare, and close your mouth, Michael. We are not a codfish. Best to be fair with, that's what.
Mrs. Brill, we have a new nanny.
She passed her interview then?
Or I did.
Very tidy, I must say. Tidier than I was expecting. Who's responsible for that?
Miss Brill.
Me. I am. I like to keep things neat.
Do you indeed? Well, I look forward to making use of that. If there's one thing I appreciate, it's a child's word I can depend on. Who's he when he's at home?
That's Valentine. He's mine.
From the look on his face, I'm not sure he'd agree with you.
He's just a dog, and I don't want to play with him now.
Treat him like that, and he might not want to play with you. Now, first things first. I always say the proper place to hang a hat is on a hat stand. Gosh. It always gets stuck on the ironing board. Gosh.
We better keep an eye on this one. She's tricky.
Mary Poppins, how did you know we wanted a nanny when we made our list?
Your list? I am not an item in the weekly shop, thank you very much.
How did you come there? It was as the wind just flew over here.
It did. Now stand up there. Just as I thought. A noisy, mischievous, troublesome little boy.
You're making that up. A noisy, mischievous trouble.
Now you. Thoughtless, short-tempered, and untidy.
What about your measurement, Mary Poppins?
By the time the wind has blown, the weather been around, I'll show you if I can. No matter what the circumstance, one thing I'm renowned. My character is spit in every way. Well, those are my credentials. Perhaps you have a few questions?
Not temperamental,
Never.
not grouchy or gruff.
The very thought.
Will you stay tender when the going gets rough?
Quite the contrary.
Do you read stories without a big fuss?
Or have objections with playing with us?
Oh, I like games, but I choose them. Best foot forward. Spit spot.
Not these again. Come on, Mr. Parkkeeper. It's just the pictures like it always is. There's no harm in them. I'll be the judge of that. This is my park, and I say you're interfering with public railing. I want to remove this. That is, just to watch it. That's all. Just to watch it.
He know you. He can't know you. You've only just arrived.
I wasn't born 1 minute before I stepped into your house, Michael Banks. Have you met these two bats?
Oh, I've seen them running about, chasing the kite.
It isn't the real kite.
Come on, Bert, you're due for a break, and you promised you'd take me out when we met again. Or have you forgotten?
Of course I am. It's just that...
Oh dear, is that all you've got? Never mind, my treat. And no one's charging for the trees in the sky, are they?
Mary Poppins, is he really coming with us?
Why shouldn't he?
Well, to start with, he's very dirty, isn't he? Father would never approve.
What's that?
You can't come with us. You're too dirty. And we don't want to go to the stinky park anyway.
Oh, yes, you do. Because when you walk with Mary Poppins, you go to places you've never dreamed of. And if she says it's a game, she's got something in mind. You can be certain of that.
That's a picture of the park, isn't it?
That's not the park. Not our park anyway. Look, the trees are much brighter green, and the sky is quite a different blue.
I think you'll find it's just the way I've drawn it. All that it takes is a spark. And something as plain as a park becomes a wonderland. All you have to do is look anew, then you'll understand. Why, years ago, the older days of Mary. Mary makes your heart so light.
Oh, really?
When the day is bright and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright.
You two talk nonsense.
Her happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the dove. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band.
You've enough brass for all of us.
Oh, it's a jolly old adore Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love.
What's that?
What? Who are you?
I'm Julius. Surely you know that. You've sat beneath me long enough. I wish to have a century to take a walk on a sunny day like this.
Jade? Is this really happening?
Yes, but how?
Mary Poppins, of course.
How do you know Mary Poppins?
She's an old friend of my father.
Your father. You're a statue. You can't have a father.
Well, if that's true, why do I miss him so much?
Isn't he one of the other statues?
No, he lives far away from me.
Do you really miss him?
Wouldn't you miss your father if you hardly ever saw him?
I'll have to think about that.
That's it! That's it! That's what it was! What? Not anymore.
Do you mean you've lost your marbles?
Now, this is all your fault. If you didn't come here, we wouldn't have all these problems. Now, we got a statue missing and... Oh, lummy.
Will you play with us again, Julius?
Of course, I'm not going anywhere.
Then we'll see you soon. Bye, Julius.
Bye.
Julius must be so lonely. Could his father ever come to see him?
Anything can happen if you let it.
How long will you stay, Mary Poppins?
We'll see. You won't leave us, will you, Mary Poppins? I'll sail till the wind changes, and run along it.
Good night, Jane. Good night, Michael. Good night, Mary Poppins.
Good night, Bert.
George, the children would like to say goodnight. Tell them you've given me the message. George, please.
Oh, Daddy, we've had a fantastic day. We sang the bus go down to the statues and that Queen Victoria. You would have approved, but
If you know that, then why did you do it?
Daddy, can I have a kite, a proper one?
Could you fly it?
You can always teach me.
When would I have the time to do that?
Daddy, who is the father of Julius?
Please go upstairs and let me get to work.
Oh, Michael.
All he cares about is flying kites. And his beloved astronomy, of course. I used to love astronomy at his age. Then my nanny, Miss Andrews, soon beat us out of me. I suppose we do need a nanny, George. It is out of the question to do without one. Of course we need a nanny. All the best people have nannies. So the wives can do the charity work and entertain. Which reminds me, how was your tea party coming? I'm not sure. It seems so odd, sending out invitations to people I hardly know. But they're people you should know. Remember, by your friends, you shall be judged. But that's the thing. They're not my friends. Actually, I heard the other day from Tammy Bunting. She's rehearsing a new play, and I thought I might ask her if How many times must I tell you? I wish to sever all connections with that part of your life. But George, I was an actress. Many people might find that very interesting. But you always talk as if it's something I should be ashamed of. Well, it's not exactly something to be proud of. Winifred, dearest, I only want the best for you. I want people to admire you, to respect you. I know, George, but sometimes it's hard. It's not hard, it's your job to be Mrs. Beck. And what is your job? To pay for everything. What is it? I was only going to kiss you. Oh. All right. Are you going to say anything to Mary Poppins about this evening? I don't think so. Very well. Just make sure she's doing things our way and not hers. What good are rules if you can... We need a man who's disciplined and steady. With boys and girls, you don't befriend. I know that Mary Poppins has a lot to learn. Mrs. Banks should be an easy woman. Mrs. Banks.
Ready to go about, Admiral? Leo!
Tell me, how are things with Mary Poppins? How are things at number 17? All plain sailing with Mary Poppins, I trust?
There's some rough weather on every voyage, Admiral.
Miss Lark, what those children need is a knight in the yard arm and a bit of the cat. What those children need, Admiral, is a touch of happiness.
Mrs. Brill, don't make the sandwiches too early. They get stale before the guests arrive.
Everything's under control, ma'am.
What about the cake?
Cooling on the tray, waiting to be iced.
And you're quite sure you know how to ice it?
Quite sure. And if you're worried, I've not been mistaken by the fairies for a total nincompoop.
No.
No.
All right, well, I'll just go up and check the drawing room then.
I'd like to be helpful.
I'd like to be rich, but the good Lord thought otherwise.
Mother wants you in the drawing room.
Well, she can have me. I got enough on my plate as it is.
She says you can tell Robin today what to do.
Well, does she indeed? Well, why don't I go take a smoke near the gasworks for good measure?
Please, Miss Brill, I don't mind, honest.
All right. I'll give you one task and one task only. And so help me if you get this wrong, I'll swing for you and swing for you as I pull the lever.
What is it?
Put the icing tools next to the cake. And I'll need a bowl of hot water to warm them. I'll ice the cake as soon as I get back.
Icing tools, a bowl of hot water, and you'll make icing as soon as you get back?
Now, can you handle that?
Is that all?
For you, yes. For me, no. Once the cake's done, I got the sandwiches next because Madam wants them fresh. So I can't start them until there's absolutely no time to finish. I swear a slave in ancient Rome was on a pleasure cruise compared to my life in this house.
Oh, don't just stand there, Robinson, eh?
Right, now.
What are you looking for?
A bowl for the water.
Michael, why don't you make the icing?
Because we don't know how.
Don't be feeble. Don't be so feeble. If Miss Bill can do it, it can't be that hard. Now get the eggs.
Are there eggs in icing?
There is in mine.
I don't think Miss Brill will thank you.
Then she'll be guilty of great ingratitude.
Is it supposed to look like this?
It doesn't look like that when Miss Brill does it.
Don't be putting it. Now, get the cake pan.
Honest, Miss Jane, I was only trying to be helpful if you would. Ow!
Mrs. Brill, go on and get ready now. What have you done? Robinson, should I call a doctor? I don't think that would be necessary, ma'am. How can you be so unkind when you know just how important my party is? You deserve some very nasty medicine. Just you wait until bedtime. I don't think we should wait until then, ma'am. Why not go up and get changed? We'll clear up, won't we?
But we're not ill. I won't take it, and you can't make me.
In that, as in so many things, your information is faulty. Open.
But it's strawberry ice.
Now you.
I'm not sure I like strawberry. Lime cordial!
Now off we go to. Michael, I know you like to keep things neat. Jane.
I told you she was tricky.
Can't Robinson A do it? When he wakes up, he is our servant.
With that attitude, you'll get through a lot of stuff before you're very old. Besides, in every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. Fun and snap, okay? And every toss you want to take,
give them to you. They're apologies, ma'am, from your guests. They're not coming, not one of them.
Do you think we chose the wrong day?
No, ma'am, I think we chose the wrong people.
In the most delightful way.
Say, Mary Poppins.
I thought we could play our next game.
What game?
A visit to the bank.
That's not a game. Did Daddy agree?
And if he did, he must have put the idea into your head somehow.
What an impertinent thing to say! Me putting ideas into other people's heads? Really? Really, Mary Poppins, what is the meaning of this? I am not without a sense of humor.
Aren't you, Daddy?
No, but when I was a little boy, I would never have dared interrupt
Were you ever a little boy?
Of course I was, but my nanny kept me out of my father's way, and he'd have been very annoyed if she hadn't.
What about your mother?
I shouldn't think I saw either of them more than once a week.
Didn't they mind?
Mind, they were glad to be rid of me.
Then who kissed you goodnight? Miss Andrew?
No, we had no time for that soppy nonsense. What's the matter?
Poor Daddy.
Poor? What do you mean, poor? That's what made me the man I am today. And Mary Poppins? Yes, I'm afraid it did. That's it. You've seen where I work, and I have a great deal to do.
When you invest in the bank's money, what are you looking for, Daddy? A good man or a good idea?
Well, I suppose it's a good idea, but but a good man is much rarer and much more valuable. Come along, children. Mr. von Hustler, I've considered your arguments, but I'm afraid my answer is no.
So you don't recognize a good idea?
Perhaps not, but I recognize a good man when I see one.
You will regret this, Herr Banks.
Has dreams of to carve his niche in the edifice of a tower. The owner of his soul has the chance to enrich it. No problem. So when exactly can you get the factory?
What's that? Oh, you don't say. Well, that's just outrageous. Oh my God. That's crazy. Tell me more. I know, right? She's amazing. Oh my God. great idea. That's a great idea. I think I hear it right now. Amy. Oh no. Molly Weather. Molly Weather. Hey, speak of it, here she is right now. You can tell her yourself.
Isn't that Willoughby, Miss Lockstone?
Don't interrupt when somebody's barking. You were saying? Really? Well, if she keeps wandering off, perhaps it would be better if you kept her on the lead. Willoughby? Oh, Willoughby, it's all right. Mommy's here now. Oh, look, here she comes now. No, sometimes someone says if you can talk.
But can Willoughby really talk?
Of course he can. Getting him to stop is the problem.
So, how do you rather talk dog?
How do you think? Master the grammar
Practice when you can.
and avoid mongrels.
Far too much slang.
Oh, no, we can't sit here all day talking shop.
Talking shop. What a silly expression.
There's nothing silly about it in the least.
I've never seen a talking shop.
Well, there's only one, and it belongs to Miss Corey.
Who's Mrs. Corey?
Who, Mrs. Corey? Mrs. Corey is the oldest person in the whole world. She knew William before he went conquering, to Vlad before he went impaling, to Alexander before he went so great.
We'll have to call her at a shop in the park.
There is no shop in the park.
Anything can happen if you let it.
That's it! I've run out of conversation.
Good day to you, Mrs. Corey.
Well, if it isn't Mary Poppins with Jane and Michael Banks.
She knows us.
And how is poor little Georgie?
Who?
Georgie Banks, your father, used to give his nanny the slip and come into my shop here in secret. But it can't have been the same George Banks. It would have been 40 years ago, and no one can remember back that far. Listen, dearie, I remember everything. I remember George used to love my gingerbread. I wonder if we've got any left today. Annie, Franny, look lively.
Yes, Mother. Yes, Mother.
There you are, gingerbread pieces with gingerbread stars. Georgie always saved his stars. Now, Mary Poppins, what can I do for you?
Well, I did want an ounce of conversations.
Out. I'm out of conversations, and I'm right out of words, too. You see, I've had a lot of chatterboxes in here today, but let me see what we have left. Ooh, I do have some letters, and a little bit of back chat. An ounce, you say? That will be 15 letters. Go on and take your pick.
Jane, you can choose 7.
Well, I've got D, G, R, U, C, L, and R.
They're no good. You can't make a conversation out of them.
Michael, your turn. 7 more.
A, S, S, E, T, O, and P. You got a P!
And I'll choose an X. Now, what words can we make?
Well, I see dog and cat.
Rattleplax, that's 9!
Lapitophorus. That's 11. Nearly there.
Those don't count. You made them up.
And where do you think words came in the first place? Someone had to make them up.
You know, you can always use the same Latin more than once. Now let me see. Supercalifragilistic expialidocious.
That's not a word.
Of course it's a word. And unless I'm very much mistaken, I think it's going to prove to be a rather useful one. When trying to express oneself, it's frankly quite absurd to leap through lengthy lexicons to find the perfect word. A bit of spontaneity keeps conversation
like sex in the golf and the creepers.
She may be tricky, but she's bloody good.
The cat has got the tongue as many would say. Summon up the word and then what you want to say.
They got those 18 consonants and 16 vowels as well. And put them in an order which is very odd.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Long pants.
It's an alley.
Hello.
And while I do this, stay totally immobile.
Immobile.
Do not move a muscle.
Muscle.
Do not breathe. Do you hear me?
I might as well be dead.
Don't give me ideas.
George, what's happened? Are you ill? No. Should I be? Of course not. I mean, why on earth are you home so early? Is everything all right? No, everything's all wrong. Dear, what is it? If you must know, I refused some German chap a loan at the bank. It seems he's went to our chief rivals, and they gave him the money, and the place has turned into a gold mine. Well, they can't expect you to get it right every time, can't they? That's exactly what they expect.
Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough,
That was more than loud enough. Go up, go to your room. But we were just, I don't care what you were just. Upstairs, now. Where's my briefcase? I put it here. Jane! Michael! Will you give it to me? of my way, you'd be out of this house, by George. You're tired. Mary Poppins, don't bring the children down tonight. Mr. Banks is quite exhausted. Perhaps you could keep them occupied. I hope you haven't forgotten, ma'am. Tonight's my evening out.
What?
Oh dear. I had forgotten. I suppose the best people wouldn't ask you to change your plans. No, ma'am, they wouldn't. I thought not.
That's not fair. Daddy loses his temper and we're shut up in the nursery. Daddy's mean and rotten and I hate him!
Jane, take that back this instant. I will not have you criticize your father.
Why not? He criticized you. Last week he said you neither use nor ornament.
How dare you?
I heard him say it, and so did you.
Sometimes people say things they don't mean. Take the children upstairs, please. Mary Poppins. George. What is it now? I thought you might like to talk about it. What would be the point? Maybe I could help? Don't be ridiculous. George, I'm serious. If you have troubles, I'd like to share them. Don't worry. You will. The truth is, I've been suspended without pay until the bank decides what to do with it.
It's not fair. You're going out and we're left here on our own.
You've plenty of toys to play with.
I don't want to. They're boring.
They might say the same about you.
Why does Daddy get so cross?
Fathers are supposed to look after their children, not yell at them all the time.
Well, have you ever thought to yourself, who looks after the fathers when things go wrong?
The mothers, I suppose.
Not the children.
Wouldn't that be rather upside down?
Sometimes families are upside down, for a while anyway.
I don't want to be in an upside down family. I wish I could just run away.
Why don't you? Somebody might adopt you.
But you'd miss me.
No, I wouldn't.
That's enough, you two. Now into bed at once.
But we haven't had our milk.
There'll be no buts and no milk either. Can't be good, you may as well be sorry.
Well, I will go to bed and you can't make me.
In that, as in so many things,
Information.
is faulty.
Phew, what a sight.
So you're asleep now, are you?
Best view in the world, eh? And who gets to see it? The birds, the stars, and the chimney sweeps. Nothing to be today. Oh. So you're going then?
The wind's changed.
But they're good kids, Mary.
Would I be bothering with them if they weren't? And I can't help them if they won't let me. There's nothing so hard to teach as the child who knows everything.
So?
So he's got to do the next bit of the road. Goodbye, Doc.
When you're with us, you're in glad company. Nowhere is there a more happy blue than them that sees chim 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 chimney chim chim
What in the name of heavens are you two doing out here? Where's Mary Poppins?
Gone. Gone. Well, if that doesn't take a blooming biscuit.
Miss Bill, what does or mean?
Why?
Because that's what's written in a note. Dear Jane and Michael, keep playing the game. Au revoir, Mary Poppins.
It's French, I know that. Does it mean God bless you, or is it good luck? No, I remember now. It It means till we meet again. Now come inside, you two, before you catch your death.
I drink that for crying, weeping, drink crying, lying, sleeping. Drink my favorite man, that indeed sees such bad habits.
She can't stay. You'll have to dismiss her. You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm disappointed. Truly I am. I thought it was going to be, out the umbrella.
What are we going to do?
The only thing we can do.
Run away.
Whoa, whoa, easy. Your old friend ain't gonna hurt ya.
Oh, but it's you.
You're filthy.
Perhaps a smudge or two. It just so happens today I'm a chimney sweep. So what's the matter? Who's after you?
The nastiest nanny in the world.
The nastiest nanny in the world, eh? Well, you two ought to know. You've been through enough of them. She's really as bad as all that.
She looks like something that would eat its young.
Miss Andrews, Daddy's nanny.
Which explains a lot.
Poor Daddy. Ever since he started working, he just sits there and moans all the time. Mary Poppins used to say he needed our help. But now it's too late.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. You know what? I'll tell you what. Why don't we start things off with a bit of a shake for good luck?
Why would shaking hands with you bring us luck?
Didn't anybody ever tell you that shaking hands with the sweep is good luck?
But what do you do if you need some luck?
Well, then I just shake hands with myself.
Oh,
Yeah. What do we got here?
Look, Michael, it's a kite. What's the matter? You've always wanted to fly a purple kite.
I've always wanted to fly one with Daddy.
Of course you have. But you got to know how it's done. Get some real training in and you'll make you the proudest father in the whole country.
Do you really think so? You're just saying that?
Oh, I said no country. The whole blooming empire's more like. Where the air
Poppins. It's been so awful since you went away. Now his Andrew's come and Daddy's brewing because we never helped him like you want us to because we were too stupid to hear what you were saying.
And in my eye, for your life's tragedy. Now, let's go home and don't dawdle. But she's there. She came this morning as a surprise for Daddy. Did she? Well, maybe I'll be a surprise for her. Hello, Bert.
Welcome, Mary. Well, I must say, you are a sight for sore eyes.
Really are. Welcome back, Mary Poppins.
Told you they were good kids, Mary.
And I told you they were worth bothering with.
Now, we know it's against regulations coming right there. The grass. You stepped
If
on.
I were a park keeper, I would straighten my cap and button my coat. Come along, children. Aren't you going to shake hands with Beth for good luck? No. Why? We did. I don't need any luck, thank you.
Words may shout, but memories stay. The things that really matter. I lost all way. Suffer the master and love me he reign. Things carry relay.
This time they're not being naughty. I'm afraid I've made them unhappy. I'm afraid I've made everyone unhappy.
No, don't you worry.
Watch, dear. I know it hurts your pride, dear. But you can't just run and hide, dear. Why can't you see that I'm here and I'm on your side? Whenever you spoke of this Andrew, you showered the warm with praise. Now that I've met dear Miss Andrew, there are one or two things I rephrase. To think you would raise my monster and carry that burden through life. If only you had seen that you would share it with your wife. Mrs. Banks, it's easy to forget the way I felt that Sunday, the day that we first met. Mrs. Banks, being kissed by you, a man of dreams, made me feel that wishes could come true. And now, all through walk, it's time that we close ranks. Have fight for the man who is free. Real you, no one is seeing. And you might have Perhaps she's killed everyone. Perhaps they're all dead.
Not like that, you stupid boy! Well, they're not all dead. I'm going downstairs. You stay there and clean the crates. Again. So, you've decided to come crawling back, have you? Well, I think we know what's needed now. Broomstick and tree, a dreamer, now you may run away. And you did won't say much better when you drink every last drop.
Is this what you're looking for?
Who are you?
I'm Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, but you left without notice.
And I've come back without notice.
I see. And what do you expect me to do? Pack! Pack! You insolent young person! How dare you speak to me in this way?
Mary Poppins, wherever did you come from?
She came from up, Michael.
Michael? Jane, is that you? Oh, thank heavens. You're very naughty running off like that. And I should be as angry as anything if I weren't so pleased to see you. Where's Miss Andrew? She's gone. Gone. Why? She didn't give a reason, ma'am. How peculiar. So, Mary Poppins, you're back. Are you going to stay? I'll stay for as long as necessary, ma'am. Because last time you were here, you left without a word's notice. How do I know you're not going to do it again? You don't. Oh. Oh, excuse me, Constable, I'm so sorry I bothered you. But the children are back, everything's all right, and...
Not all of them, ma'am.
What?
We found this one wandering in the park.
George. Where is she? Miss Andrew? She left.
Left, but how?
She might have thought we were rude.
Rude to Miss Andrew? I can't forgive it, but I'll try to forget. In fact, I'd have given you a sixpence if I had one.
George, you haven't noticed. Mary Poppins is back.
Mary Poppins, is she? Well, I wonder if I might have a word. There's no point in beating about the bush. Things have not gone so well for us since you left us, and
About my wages, sir. If you don't mind, I shouldn't take any just yet. I should prefer to let them accrue.
but Mary Poppins, if you only knew how many payments were accruing as it is.
Is everything settled? It is. Now I must get started. George, dear, you've made a wrong decision. But how bad can it be? After all your good years of service, what's the worst that could possibly happen?
Winifred, if I am to be dismissed by the bank, we'll be destitute. The servants will leave, the house will be repossessed, and we'll be sitting on a frosty curbside with the children.
But we'll still have what really matters. The children. And each other.
Is that pocket new?
And if it is,
Well, what's inside it?
a portrait. Who? You'll know when the time comes and not before.
You are going to stay this time, aren't you, Mary Poppins?
I'll stay until the chain breaks.
What chain?
Where? Michael, you must be careful. You never know what might happen.
Michael, wipe the down from there. Hello there. But
And where else is a chimney sweep supposed to be?
What do I look like? That's better.
The world is awfully big, isn't it?
And what does that tell you?
That we're awfully small and unimportant?
Oh, speak for yourself.
not us so much, but our troubles. They seem so big down in the nursery, but up here.
That's more like it. Troubles aren't so bad when you take a look from a little higher up. And just remember, there's always someone to help you, should you need them.
Who?
Away your tears. We know whether double
Here we are, Governor. Upstairs. Now, Jane, you two. Mary Poppins, would you be good enough to explain?
First of all, I'd like to make one thing clear.
Yes.
I never explain anything. Come along, children.
It's happened. The chairman wants to see me at the close of business tonight.
Tonight? Well, I'm going to come with you and jolly well give your chairman a piece of my mind.
That would only make matters worse. We might as well face it. In just a few hours, I will have joined the ranks of the unemployed. Oh, George, are you quite sure? Quite sure. So, we'd better start making some plans. In fact, I'm afraid the time has come.
You mean your mother's vase? Won't you miss it terribly?
Needs must, my dear. Besides, we always said we were saving it for a rainy day, and tomorrow it looks set to pour.
George, do be careful.
The owl!
Mrs. Brill, let's go down to the kitchen, shall we? You'd better sit down. Mrs. Brill, is that the dinner cooking?
Don't you start, I've opened all the windows.
I was only going to say it smells delicious.
The whole world has turned upside down.
Well, I never. So that's where I put them.
What are they?
Stars. Gingerbread stars I hid once from my nanny. I always knew I'd put them somewhere no one would find them. Trouble was, I couldn't find them either. They're very bright, aren't they? Even after all this time. Here, let me give you a hand. I used to dream I'd learn everything there was to know about the stars. I haven't thought about all that in so long. I'm not usually sentimental. It's good to look back sometimes. I'm not sure. Is it? All man has dreams of walking with giants, to carve his niche in the edifice of time, before
Life is a rum-go, Governor, and that's the truth.
You know what I think? It's Mary Poppins. From the moment she stepped into this house, things began to happen. My world was calm, well-ordered, and simple. Then came this person, with chaos in her wake. And now my life ambitions go with one fell blow. It's quite a bitter pill to take. It's that Poppins woman. She's responsible for this.
I know the very person. What's that song she's always singing? Just a spoonful of sugar, that is all it takes. It changes bread and water into tea and cakes. Just that spoonful of sugar goes a long, long way. So have yourself an healthy helping every day.
Healthy helping of trouble, if you ask me.
It's like you say, Governor. You've got to grind, grind, grind at that grindstone. The childhood sips like sand through a sieve. And all too soon they've up and grown. Then they've found. And it's too late for you to give. Just that spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. The medicine go down, medicine go down. Well, good luck, Governor.
Good night, Bird, and thank you.
We've come to say goodnight.
Ah, yes. Good night.
Daddy, do you remember when we paid a visit to the bank?
Yes.
Well, we each gave her sixpence, and we were told to spend it carefully.
That's excellent advice. That's exactly what you do. What did you buy with them?
Nothing yet. We kept them, and now I've decided to give them to you.
I suppose Mary Poppins put you up to this.
No, she hasn't said a word about it yet, but we know it's been difficult for you lately, and we haven't really been much help.
So we got a bit of extra cash by using things up.
It is a whole shilling.
Thank you.
Good night, Daddy. We do love you, you know.
Jane, do you remember you once asked, who was the father of Nils?
Yes?
Well, it was Poseidon, the king of the sea. Good night.
Mommy, Daddy's really worried, isn't he?
Yes, he is. But always remember that he loves you very much. And that's far more important than any jobs or houses or anything else.
Are you going to the bank with him?
I wish he'd let me, but he won't. If only there was someone to speak up for him, to take his part and show them what he's really like on the inside.
Why can't he just do it himself?
Because he's a man, and a very proud one.
Then you must go.
I would like to, but I'm afraid it's not possible.
Why?
Because I'm a woman.
Well, Mary Poppins says anything's possible if we can just get out of our own way.
Do you really believe that, Mary Poppins? That's it. Sometimes things are difficult, but you can bet it doesn't have to be so.
Changes can be made.
You can move a mountain if you use a larger spade. Anything can happen, it's a marvel. You can be a butterfly.
Just stay long.
Stretch your mind beyond fantastic Feed the birds, sir. Only a tuppence a bag. I would take it as a great favor if you would kindly feed them for me. Come in, Max. Well, how did it happen? You turned down a scheme that was bound to make noise, and we want to know why. Then I'll tell you. I refused Mr. Von Hustler's scheme because it was hollow. It had no product. It had no substance. It had no meaning outside of the walls of a bank. Oh yes, he told me about assets and profits and growth, but there wasn't a word about people. I know that as far as you're concerned, if any man puts a value on real life, then as far as you're concerned, he's a washout. But I'm afraid I do value gentlemen. In short, I, George Banks, Esquire, have rediscovered the human race. Ah yes, I apologize for ruining the bank, but I do not apologize for understanding that there are more important things in life than making money. Ruining the bank! Ruining the bank? My dear chap, haven't you heard? You saved our bacon. One hostile scheme has ruined our rivals. You've kept us out of the nastiest scandal since our records began. We don't want your apologies. We're offering ours. Oh my word. And another thing. Do you remember giving a loan to a fellow called Northbrook? Well, he's repaying it and opening 2 new factories. With the percentage you negotiated, we'll accept and make a fortune. Oh my word. Well, that's just it. We really do hope you might tell us how you did it. Just give us the word. It'll be safe with us. Give you the word. I'll give you the word. All right. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. What? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Oh, sir, thank you.
No. Frank.
Forgive him! It's not his fault. It's because his nanny, Miss Andrew, the Holy Terror. No. And now's your chance to forget it.
That's right. And if you want to fight about it, you've come to the right woman.
It's all right, darling. It's all right. I haven't lost any money at all. In fact, I've gained the bank a fortune.
Really?
Gentlemen? Madam, if you please. We still have some business to conduct. Well, thanks, George. By way of recompense, we'd like to offer you the job of senior manager, with your salary at double.
Exactly how much has he made for the bank?
Triple. Quadruple your present rate.
Close your mouth, George. We're not a codfish.
I accept, but you must understand one thing. From now on, family comes first. Agreed?
Agreed.
I'm afraid I've underestimated. How can you forgive me?
How can you ask?
It was selfish of me to keep you on the stage, and if you want to go back, I won't.
No, I won't go back.
But surely you liked that.
I loved it, but I wasn't very good at it. Besides, I found a role I'd rather prefer, and it's going to keep me extremely busy for a very long time.
Mary Poppins, the
love you, Mary Poppins. You're a fine boy, Michael Banks. And one day you will be a fine man.
Oh, Mary Poppins, makes me so anxious when you talk like that.
Like what?
Oh, kind and gentle, and not at all like yourself. Be cross, Mary Poppins. Do be cross again.
Is that the thanks I get for the trouble I've taken?
That's better.
That's dainty, Bert.
You're welcome. They're for you. I painted them. For you, Mary. It is today, isn't it?
Yes, Bert.
Well then. Goodbye, Mary Poppins.
Goodbye, Bert. Look after yourself. There. Practically perfect. And I hope it remains so.
What's happened? Something's happened.
Look, it's Mary Poppins' locket. Oh, the chain's broken.
Don't you remember? I'll stand till the chain breaks.
There's a note too.
What does it say?
Dear Jane and Michael, Michael on the telescope, so this is for you. It's a picture of the three of us.
Look, she signed it. From Mary Poppins, with a great deal of love.
Mary Poppins!
She's gone.
Gone. How peculiar. She'll be back. Now, what do you think of this? It's the best I've ever seen. Could we fly it together? Oh, Daddy!
Mary Poppins won't be coming back. She's gone forever.
My dear, how could you possibly know such a thing?
Because we don't need her. Not anymore. And other families will. Won't they, Nanny?
They will. I wonder if she's right, George. We could really do without a nanny for a while. What do you think? I think you'd better come dance with me. George, this is serious. Look, is that a shooting star?
Here, you can borrow my telescope.
I was right, children. Wish on. My dearest love.
Look, it's Mary Poppins. Goodbye, Mary Poppins.
Thank you, Mary Poppins. Thank you. Don't leave us, Mary Poppins.
Poppins!
We won't forget you, Mary Poppins.
Thank you.